Welcome to DXY's YouTube channel, where we teach you everything you need to know about financial markets and making money online. I am so excited to have you and can't wait to share my knowledge and experience with you because I've been in the market since 2017. Now, if you're looking to learn how to invest wisely, grow your wealth, and create a successful online business, then you have come to the right place. Our videos are designed to both be informative and engaging, providing you with the practical tips and strategies that can help you to implement right away. So, if you want to stay ahead of the game and take control of your financial future, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and turn on the post notification. Now, you won't afford to miss the next video coming. All you need to do is to stay connected. Now, thanks for stopping by and see you in the video. XRP. Should you buy XRP right now? This is actually one of the most important questions a lot of people are asking because, XRP have started winning their case with SEC and it's amazing. And we started seeing crazy price action on XRP. And you can see this massive bullish momentum candle. And a lot of people have actually bought, some people must have actually bought at 92 cents. A lot of people bought at 92 cents thinking that it would keep going up. But the big question is, should I buy right now? And this is one of the things I'm going to talk about in this video. Now, a lot of people are making videos because Ripple have actually winning the case with the SEC. A lot of people start saying, oh, we are good, this is bull market, this is hot season. A lot of content on YouTube and also on Twitter. And it's very important. You need to be very important as an investor not to be misled by all of these headlines and all of these talks or statements by content creators, because at the end of the day, it is you that's going to be on a loss if the market did not do exactly what they say, because financial market is full of psychology where a lot of people are expecting something to happen and it just happened the other way around. And this is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, to be able to show you what exactly I'm going to be doing, because it is very, very important. Because it is very, very important looking at what is happening. You just need to know when to make the right decision so you will not hurt yourself. So, looking at the price of XRP, should I buy it? And this is what I'm going to be talking about. Now, if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, you need to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and turn on the post notification. Now, let's go straight into the video. Now, this is XRP. As you can see, this massive bullish weekly candle. And what happened next? We tap into a weekly supply level, which is this place. That is where we just tap into right now. Irrespective of the news, one of the things you need to pay attention to is price action. Because news is actually bringing volatility when those news are actually happening. That is what you usually do. But after the news, maybe few hours after the news, price action kicks in. That is one thing you need to be aware of. So if you miss out of those massive news moves, you can actually miss out in a lot of things. And this is why you need to pay attention to whenever you hear news about anything. As you can see, we'll tap into a weekly supply level and the market started going down. So if we go down to the daily, what are we seeing on the daily? Let me show you what is actually happening on the daily. As you can see on the daily, that was on Friday, we print a very bearish candle. As you can see, we print massive bearish candle. As you can see right there. So what does that mean? It means that some sellers have actually kicked in, and some sellers has entered this market, and this market potentially has opportunity to keep going to the downside until anything changes. Like I said, the market can still go up to be able to retest this particular high, which is the price of 92 cents, and we'll start seeing some downside, because the market cannot just shoot up on a straight line like that. This is massive. This is more than 200% or close to 200% in a move, and it's insane. Now, the question is, if you are trading it, would you kind of like capitalize on this opportunity? Now, looking at price action actually show you that this is going to push up, because why? We have some bullish movements right here. We have some bullish movement right here, whereby the market retested this high and push up again, and came back to do another retest before we saw this massive bullish momentum that was on Thursday. It was crazy. It was crazy. But guys, are you going to be jumping into buying immediately? Or you going to, because if you do that, you're going to get screwed up immediately. I understand that, XRP is actually winning the case, but the major price movement is not going to come now. It is after the news, when everything has settled down. That is when big investors, will start, investing heavily. When the price must have already go down after the news reaction. The major move of XRP have not even started. But where are you buying? Or you don't mind where you buy? If you don't mind where you buy, it makes sense. But if you're actually minding where you are buying, you want to buy at a good price. I think it's very important that you pay attention to price action. That is why you need to understand a simple price action movement so you can actually invest and actually wait for you to make good returns in the market. So looking at this right now, we actually closed bearish. That was on Friday. This is actually the next candle. You can see there is no momentum. If you go to 4 hours, let's see what's happening on 4 hours. You can see on 4 hours, we're actually very bearish on 4 hours. You can see for me, I'm not actually taking any buy decision on XRP. I'm actually expecting XRP for the price action to cool down before I start making any single buying decision, because I understand that this market can continue to go up. Yeah, but you just need to understand price action. Things can change quickly. It is very, very important. It's not about the way you're excited. A lot of things can change so quickly. So that is all my analysis for XRP. I just want you to stay ahead because I'm going to be doing I'm going to be analyzing Bitcoin right now and DXY. If you watch my video last week on Sunday that I made a video explaining that dollar is going to be weak this current week, as you can see the way dollar was massively weak. You can see the way dollar was dropping and currency pairs was pushing up, but Bitcoin or crypto market did not push up. I don't know why. You can see what is actually happening in the market. Dollar was weak, but Bitcoin did not push up. You can see Bitcoin even dropped yesterday massively. So what does that mean? There's a lot of things you need to understand happening in the financial market, of which I'm going to be showing you in today's video. So let me go to Bitcoin to show you what is happening in Bitcoin right now. Okay, this is Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, and it's very important you understand how to do top-down analysis. As you can see, we're having series of rejection at this particular level, at this particular structure. Look at what is happening. Sorry about that. Let me take this off. Look at what is happening at this region. For you to see what price is doing, it is very important for you to pay attention. You can see we're having a lot of rejection at this level. You can see what is going on right there. We saw last week we closed bearish, and this week we pushed up, and you can actually see we are actually rejecting down, which means there are a lot of sellers at that region, guys. There are a lot of sellers, and that is why you need to pay attention to price action. Now, why will I be kind of concerned about the selling pressure coming from that region? Because why? That was where we had this kind of like corrective selling before we have this momentum bullishness. This is very corrective movement. You can see we push down, we push up, we push down, we push up, we push down before we saw this massive movement. So I'm actually paying attention to this place. As you can see, the market is actually rejecting off of this high, looking, signifying that there are a lot of sellers at this region, of which you can actually see Bitcoin price start going down. And if Bitcoin price start going down, it will definitely affect other cryptocurrency markets. Even XRP can start going down. So the XRP is winning the case does not mean that you should buy immediately. Yeah, if assuming that you bought before the news or during that time the news was still hot, you can actually make few profits because the market moves over 200 pips or kind of like close to 200 pips. Sorry, 200%. Yeah, when I use the word pips, I'm actually referring to Forex. So the market moved over close to 200%. So it is very important for you to know when to get in. Looking at price action on Bitcoin on a weekly, we are actually turning bearish. As you can see, this weekly candle is ending in a day and 11 hours, which is on Sunday night. That is when this week candle will close. If this candle closes bearish, there is nothing you are telling me we are actually going to go to the downside. And if that happens, that means that XRP will go down and we'll start seeing some, we will start seeing some other cryptocurrencies start going to the downside. So let's go to the daily for us to see what is actually going on the daily time frame. Now, looking at the daily time frame, as you can see, we massively push up and we massively push down. And you can see we're actually going to start creating another bearish candle. And if we break this low For example, if we break this particular low with a body close without a wick, block it with a body close, I can tell you the Bitcoin is coming all the way to the downside, and that's when I'm going to do another analysis for me to see where it's going to drop to. When this market pushed up to 31,000, I was thinking that it was going to touch this 32,000, but it didn't touch 32,000, and start pushing that. That's when I know there's a lot of activity going on to this place. And that is why you need to be very careful, because you can imagine if you want to buy and sell. This is over 2 weeks. We have been in this region for over 2 weeks right now. And it's very important that you pay attention to price action for you not to get yourself trapped. Imagine trying to trade this on a lower time frame. Unless you're a very good scalper, that is when you can actually do it very well. But if you're not a good scalper, you can actually trap yourself in all of this massive or messy price action. And that is why I'm making this video, for you to stay out of the game. For me right now, I'm not trying to predict anything in Bitcoin until I see the market clearly leaving this region. Let me show you those regions. This place is actually, the market is actually in this box. So until I see the market leaving this place. Now, if you're looking at it, based on chart patterns, a lot of people can call it a flag, where we can see something related to maybe if Bitcoin drops to this level, maybe drops here and push up, which was initial thing that I analyzed for you to drop and push up. But it can actually be void, because price action changes over time. So what you have in mind right now might actually change in the next few hours based on how price action has actually developed. And that is why you need to understand how to do top-down analysis, analyzing the market from the higher time frame to lower time frame, which is the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour. I actually make all my decision on the 4-hour time frame before I actually take any trade, and this is one of the things I do. So right now I'm being off in Bitcoin to see what is going to happen in the next few days, for me to know, oh, are we going to keep going up, or are we going to massively go to the downside? Now let me analyze dollar for you, for us to see what's going to happen in dollar in this current week that we're about to enter. Today is Saturday, which is the 15th of July 2023. So let me do analysis on dollar for us to see what is actually going on in dollar. All right, so this is dollar on a weekly time frame. As you can see, guys, we massively heavily pushed to the downside, and a lot of people will be like, okay, that dollar will maybe keep on going to the downside. Maybe you have some some push up, and for the market to keep going down. Something like this can actually happen, because why? If you look at this weekly time frame, there are no demand area at this level where dollar is right now. The only demand area is this region, which is this region. This is the only demand area that is so clear that this market can actually travel to before we start seeing some significant pullback. But remember, this is the weekly time frame. You need to also check the daily, because why? The daily can actually interpret another thing, of which can actually impact this weekly time frame. So, but higher time frame always prevail, but you need to also understand how price is also developing in other time frame. So looking at it on a weekly perspective, we are still bearish, looking at how the price action just closed. But let's go to daily to see what is actually happening on the daily. Now, this was my formal target. So let me go back to daily weekly. Let me remove it. This was my formal target. I was expecting it to drop here and for us to start seeing a kind of like movement. But you can see the price action massively impulsed to the downside because of the pressure. That is one thing you need to understand. I had a target in mind, but the market pierced through it, and that is one thing you need to know. So I didn't put a buy limit there for me to expect the market to bounce off immediately. I need to wait for confirmation before I take my trades. So I wasn't hot, or maybe took a trade that gave me loss on that day. So looking at that, this target is now invalid because the market has broke through it. So let me go to the daily to see what is actually going on in the daily time frame. Now looking at the daily, and you can see this was a very momentum candle. You can see this is so massive. There was no pullback. You can see just dropped through. There was not even weak. It didn't create a single week. It just dropped through to the downside. So guys, it's insane. So looking at that on a daily, what am I seeing on a daily? Because on Friday we were actually closed bullish. Now looking at where we are on the daily, we can see this demand region that we'll just tap into. This is the demand region. Yeah, this is the demand region, and this is where we are on the daily. And can the market reverse from here? Yes, obviously the market can reverse from here. So possibly we can see price action related to something like this. If the market can reverse to the upside from here, we can see something like this: the market pushing up, coming down for a retest, and impulsively moving to the upside. This is what could be possible on this, on this price action. So looking at where we are right now, or what I can possibly say, I'm actually expecting a pullback because no market goes on a straight line. That is what people don't understand. Now, if you look at the way we closed massively bullish. Yeah, on Friday we closed massively bullish, but we can't compare it with all of this selling pressure that has already happened. But remember, the market does not go on a straight line. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting for the market to retrace to this region, for us to push up. I don't know where we're going to push up to, but let's just use this resistance level, which is this support, which is at this area. If the market, once the market get there, for us to see what the market is going to react, or how price action is going to react at that level, because there is nothing to trade the market off of. Like there's nothing. There's no supply here. The only supply we have right there is at this top, which is very far, of which the market can still get there. But let's this place be our point of point of importance, or area of interest, anyone you call it. So which is this region. Let's see what happens within this region, for us to see if the market can actually break through. If the market breaks through this region, obviously nothing is stopping us to go to the upside, or possibly we can actually do something like this. From once we touch here, we come down here for a retest and push up, or we continue to go down. Any of this can happen. So depending on how price action is developing, I'm actually going to be watching it closely, of which is going to be affecting a lot of things across the board. If this thing massively become bullish, it's going to affect Bitcoin market, because the crypto market will start going down. And if you look at Euro USD has massively exploded to the upside, and we're actually expecting some possible retracement, which is here. You can see Euro USD is like my go-to trade. I was able to cut this trade at this. This was when I called this signal at this place. As you can see, we massively, that was over 300 pips. That was what was collected last week. It was crazy. This massive move. I didn't know it would push up heavily like this. I was actually expecting the market to start reacting from here, but you can see, I always tell people DXY is heavily influencing Euro USD. You can see there's no reaction. It just pushed through. Is heavily influencing Euro USD. So and this has extended massively. So we're going to be expecting some push correction, in the coming weeks. So let's see how this week will play out. As you can see, we just cleared this high. We've actually cleared this high. Yeah, we've actually broken this high. Can we tap into this one, or can we reverse before going up? Possibly we can reverse and do something like this. Something like this. Than before coming down, possibly. But this is what I'm expecting. Remember, price action can change, and what I just run out can change based on how price action is reacting. Because looking at this, for people who trade chart patterns, this is like kind of like a channel. Yeah, I don't trade chart patterns, but based on the knowledge or information I've heard about chart patterns, this is like a channel that you can actually push down. For example, push down, then third touch, then you push up. Yeah, this is like a channel for people who trade chart patterns. But I don't trade chart patterns. This is not how I make my decisions. I make my decisions based on what is happening, what is happening in the market, the price action, and the confirmation. I have my own confirmation before I take trades. I have to confirm those trades before I take them. So that is all. I'm not doing analysis for Forex, but I've actually shown you what is happening in the XRP market, and again, what is happening in the Bitcoin, and what's happening in dollar and Euro USD. So let me just show you Pepe. Let me just do Pepe analysis. Let me just do Pepe as a bonus analysis. I like to talk about Pepe because I'm very bullish in Pepe in the long term, which is why I talk about it a lot. I like to talk about Pepe because it's actually one of the cryptos that actually is getting my interest. Now, looking at it on a weekly perspective, if we close bullish here, we can actually see if we close bullish, potentially we can actually push up. We can actually push up if we close bullish. You can see This candle here is still bullish. You can see this bullishness. If you go to daily, let's go to daily for us to see it closely. You can see there's a lot of things going on right here. Uh, I like to work with daily and 4 hour. Weekly time frame takes time to develop because it usually happen at the end of the week. So looking at daily, we actually rejected from this supply. Yeah, on the daily, we rejected from this supply, of which can actually cause this market to go down. Yeah, it can cause this market to go down. So, but let's see how it plays out. But right now, I'm off the chart. I'm looking at things until they develop in a good way before I start taking action. But if I even want to take any trade, I want to take any trade right now, I'm going to be selling, but there is no need of rushing it. The market is still here. The market is not closing anytime soon. I don't think the market is going to close. So we have opportunity. All we need to do is to protect our capital and take advantage of the next opportunities the market is giving us. Thank you for watching this video and see you in another video. Bye.